بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم اجعل أعمالنا خالصة لوجهك ولا تجعل فيها حظا لغيرك آمين رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How's everyone doing today? Start with the praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To him, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send the salutation of our beloved Prophet Mohammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so we're still busy with Surah Al-Aadiyat. About 20 minutes left, so we'll finish it. We should finish it in that time. I'm just going to very quickly go through the first half that we've covered in our last session, and then we'll conclude with the second half today, inshallah. Surah Al-Aadiyat, we started with Ta'awudh, seeking protection for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from shaitan the curse. Ta'awudh billahi min ash-shaitan al-rajim. The objective of this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. When you read the Quran, seek protection from shaitan the curse. Number one, if we don't misinterpret and misunderstand the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number two, should we be inspired, they don't cause us to delay the process of starting the journey towards Him. And then Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, especially merciful, starting with imploring Allah to shower us with His mercy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most beautiful name, so call Him by it. And by imploring Allah, we hope and pray that we're able to take maximum benefit from the lesson. The Surah Al-Aadiyat speaks about the steeds of war. Surah Al-Aadiyat speaks about the horses that are galloping, they are running. While they are running, they are panting. While they are panting, they are striking their hooves on the ground, and as a result, it is creating sparks. It's a very, very clear picture that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala paints for us in relation to these horses. They go, and while they're running, it's creating out of the dust, and they go into the middle of the battle. And immediately after speaking about these horses of war that listens to the master, Allah makes a reference to us in relation to our master. And initially, as I mentioned, that is, it seems like there's no connection. But the objective is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to ponder. Often Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, don't you ponder on the Quran? أَفَلَا يَتَذَكَّرُونَ. Don't you reflect? أَفَلَا يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. Don't you think? أَفَلَا يَعْقِلُونَ. Don't you use your intellect? So this is something that's part and parcel of a believer, that he thinks and he reflects and he ponders. And in relation to these verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ, indeed mankind, لِرَبِّهِ, to his Lord, la emphasis. There's two forms of emphasis over here. Inna is for emphasis. And the word that comes after inna, notice, is in halat al-nasb. It's a rule that we still need to do. Did you inna? So a word that comes after inna will always be in halat al-nasb, showing that it's being affected by the word inna. So emphasis inna, indeed mankind, لِرَبِّهِ, to his Lord, and this word la kanun, the lam is there for emphasis. So the word is kanun, but the lam is added to add emphasis. Indeed mankind, to his Lord, la is most ungrateful. SubhanAllah. Because here the horse only gets from his master some water, some shelter, some food, and maybe pat him. And after the master does this, he's ready to go into the battle, into the midst of the battle. We know animals have a heightened sense where, like a dog, if you just make a sound, then either he's going to come for you or he's going to run away, like also the cat. They have that heightened sense. And yet, the horse, seeing the battle and seeing what the battle does, and then mankind in relation to Allah. So Allah has, number one, created us. Number one. And number two is sustained us. Is ensure that we have eyes, ears, ability to hear, the heart that beats without permission. The favors we cannot count it. وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you try to put an amount to one of the favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you cannot put an amount to it. I offer you $1 million for your eyes. Are you going to give it to me? Give you $1 million? Why not? Hey? Your eyes are priceless. Your eyes are priceless. So we cannot thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even for the gift of being able to see, being able to hear. The heart, just imagine, it was our responsibility to ensure that our heart beats. I go sleep and forget. Either you wake up with a heart attack, oh yes, I must remember that my heart must beat. Or you don't wake up because you forgot to recharge it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taken the responsibility of our vital organs. The heart beats without emotion. The lungs is working, the kidneys is doing its thing, the rest of the organs is doing whatever it needs to do with the sole purpose that the rest of the limbs that He has given us to use, we can use it in the correct manner. Can you imagine that? He's taken care of the vital organs that we need to survive, and He gave us the ability to use the rest so that we can use it in a way that is pleasing to Him. May we use it in a way that is pleasing to Him. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. So the rest of the verses are very intense. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِنَّهُ, and indeed He, this person, عَلَى, upon ذَلِكَ, upon that, upon the situation that he finds himself in. So, in relation to Allah, Allah says most of mankind is ungrateful. So, in relation to this, Allah says, indeed He, inna, again, emphasis, ala dhalik, upon that, lam, there's a lam of emphasis here, la shaheed, He is indeed witness to it. He knows what He's doing, when He's doing it, but He continues to do it. So knowing that Allah has gifted us with so much, with eyes that are priceless that I couldn't even give you R1 million for it. He's indeed, he knows that He's doing it. He's a witness to what He's doing. And then the rest of the verse, the next verse is the reason for this. The reason for this going against Allah, even though he knows that he's doing wrong. وَإِنَّهُ, and indeed, and inna, indeed, who, indeed he, li, for hub is love, for the love of al-khair, of good. This good, the mufassirun, those who explain the verses, they say this good is speaking about the dunya. So for the love of this dunya, innahu li hubb al-khair, for the love of this dunya, again another particle of emphasis, lam of tawheed or lam ta'heed, la shadid, very intense. He's so intense with the love of this dunya, he's been mesmerized with this dunya that he can't think about Allah. He doesn't have time to remember Allah. He doesn't have a moment to give back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember correctly, it was, I'm not too sure, I think 100 gold coins. What does a gold coin cost now? Sorry? Okay, what is an average? 50,000. Depends on the mass. What's the Kruger cost? Sorry? 80. Okay. So he paid 100 gold coins for Bilal on him. Just like that. Then the master said, you give me so much for this person, you know. If you had to give me 1 gold coin, it would have been enough. Now Abu Bakr said, if you asked for more, I would have given in response to that. So 18,000 times 100. That's what Abu Bakr gave, just like that. They were rich, but their wealth was in their hands and not in their heart. Okay? So dunya is no problem with having dunya. If you have wealth, alhamdulillah. But don't allow it to be in your heart. Don't allow it to take over your life such that you forget about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You forget about responsibility to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can't work so hard that again, people unfortunately that in the state, it will not make it easy for them that no longer go to Jummah because I must work. But now rizq comes from Allah. Allah is the razik. How can you distinguish between my job and my Allah? So there shouldn't be a compromise. I need to go to Jummah. You know, either my boss is going to give me off, or we're going to make some plan. I'm going to work it in, but that effort must be made. So when the love of dunya overtakes you, then you become, as is described, as those who are grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gifts that He has given to us. May Allah protect us from this. أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُ. Very stern reminder. أَفَلَا. Does this alif here is called Hamzatul? Sorry? Yes? Arabic? Hamzatul? Istifham. Istifham. So to give understanding, it's putting in the sentence the question, أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُ. Does he not know? Does this person that's living a life where he's completely heedless of Allah and living according to his own ways and whatever he's doing, does he not know even Buqthira, to be raised or resurrected? To be raised or resurrected, ma, that which. Fi is in al-qubur, is in the graves. So doesn't he know that whoever is in the grave is eventually going to be resurrected and is going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and is going to answer for his life? Doesn't he reflect on this? And this is a very, if you actually, I wanted to do this for a moment. So, let's say today's our last day. Today's the last day of our lives. Allah takes us away today. And then Qiyamah comes and we resurrected and we stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now you need to present your life. The amount of years you live, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, do you have any 80 years yet? Whatever amount of life you live, you now need to present today's the day in front of Allah. And your presentation of your life is going to determine whether you're going to Jannah or not. So if today is that day, are you ready to present your life to Allah? And your life that has passed, is it going to ensure that you're going to Jannah or not? And that's what it is at the end of the day. أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُ إِذَا بُعْثِرَ مَا فِي الْقُبُورِ. Does he not know that what is in the grave is going to be resurrected? We're going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's what our life is. Surah Mulk, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ, He has created death, وَالْحَيَاةَ, and life, لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ, to test you, أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. Which of you is going to be the best in action? Which of you is going to be the best in deed? Who is going to give the best presentation of the Qiyamah? Ya Allah, this was so that someone can so can say, oh look how pious is that person. I'm doing this so that everyone else can see. I'm not doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is known as Riya. Riya is doing it for show. It's a minor form of shirk. Shirk is worshipping other than Allah. It's very serious, you know. So we need to reflect on وَحُصِّلَ مَا فِي الصُّدُورِ. Even in the heart will be shown. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us sincere. You know, whatever action that we do, that we reflect on, why am I doing this thing? I'm doing it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna rabbahum, indeed, rabbahum, their Lord, these people on the day of Qiyamah, bihim, with them, yawma idin, on that day, la khabir, la, emphasis again, khabir is well informed, all informed. And what this means is, on the day of Qiyamah, various ayat speaks about what is going to happen. So, Surah Zilzal, did you do Surah Zilzal already? Yes? Busy with the dafar? Okay. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها. That's the one. بأن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم. Did you get up until then? Okay. So anyway, more detail will be given. The one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says on that Qiyamah, the earth is going to speak. This was explained to you. The earth, like mashallah, every Sunday is going to say so and so said, you know, in the masjid, it's doing good and whatever. And maybe a Friday night to say something else. I don't know what he's doing Friday night. Where the earth speak good about us on a Friday night or so. But the earth is going to speak. The desk is going to say, mashallah, you know, his notes are on here. Everything is going to speak either for us or against us on the day of Qiyamah. That's why Allah says, Allah is fully informed on that day. يَوْمَئِذِ يَصْدُرُ النَّاسُ أَشْتَاتًا لِيُرَوْا أَعْمَالَهُم. People will walk in groups to view and watch and see their actions. So you basically going to a movie, and who's the star? You're the star. Now what do you want to see on that day? You want to see good, isn't it? Now something beautiful of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Rasul says, "At-ta'ibu min al-dhanbi kaman la dhanba lahu." A person who sincerely made tawbah from a sin, it's as if he didn't do the sin. So here everyone's going to watch your own movie, you the star and you're watching, and now you're coming to a point, oh, the next half an hour is big problems. And then it's, movie maker, you can editor, cut that part out. If that part is cut out, then you think, yes, what happened there? And then because you made tawbah sincerely, you asked Allah to forgive you, and you said, Ya Allah, I'm not going to go back to that, that was taken out. So only the good parts are shown. But the day of Qiyamah is so all-encompassing. Allah says on that day He's fully aware. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the skin that He's going to speak. And people are going to say, Lima shahidtum alayna. Why are you talking? Why are you saying we were in this together? Me and you, we went. We went to where we went and we did what we did. Why are you speaking? And the skin says in response, Antaqana Allahu alladhi antaqa kulla shay. Allah has given everything the ability to speak. He's given me the ability to speak now, so I'm going to do the right thing. The one time the skin gets the opportunity to speak, even though it's going to cause trouble for itself, and saying, this is the opportunity I'm given and I'm going to do the right thing. This is my opportunity. So the skin is going to speak, the limbs are going to speak, the earth is going to speak. You're going to watch your own movie. The malaika that has written your books, the books are going to be shown. It's something to reflect on, something to think about. The beauty of this deen of Islam though, is that 130 of the 114 surahs starts with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful. This word Ar-Rahman is a sighatul mubalagha. It is an exaggeration. We can't truly understand the extent of Allah's mercy. And Ar-Rahim is especially merciful on the day of Qiyamah. If you look at Fir'aun, for example, Fir'aun is a ajib character. I don't know what is wrong with Fir'aun. Like seriously, man. Fir'aun, if you think of the time frame that Allah gave him, when Nabi Musa was born, that was the time he was already powerful long. He was already enslaving the Bani Israel, doing everything. And then there was a dream, and people started speaking, and there's one day going to be a child that's going to overtake your kingdom. So, okay, no problem. All the Bani Israel boys, we kill them. Every year, 1 year we kill them, 1 year we leave him. 1 year Then Nabi Musa, we know the story, put into the Nile, and comes to the house. And this is after Fir'aun's already in power for I don't know how long. Nabi Musa is brought up in the house. Eventually he runs away because of an incident and he comes back. It says he comes back at the age of approximately 40. For 40 years Fir'aun was doing what he was doing. Killing, enslaving, whatever the case may be. Then when Allah sends Nabi Musa to Fir'aun, Allah says to him, وَقُلْ لَهُ قَوْلًا لَيِّنًا. When you speak to him, you speak to him in a nice soft tone. Nice, Fir'aun, nice tone. Take out the bazooka. Allah says, you go to him and you speak to him to a nice tone. Perhaps he will turn back. Yeah, 40 years causing so much mischief. Perhaps he will turn back. This is the mercy of Allah. Allah says, La don't lose hope in the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So whilst these verses are very intense, the objective is to at least guide us to a point where we try. Rasul says, Kullu bani Adam khata. Every single child of Nabi Adam is going to slip up. But the best of them are those who turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we slip up, all we need to do is turn back. So some says, أَتْبِعِ السَّيِّئَةَ الْحَسَنَةَ تَمْحُهَا. When you do slip up, follow it up with a good deed, and it wipes those bad deeds out. This is the life of a believer. You're never going to be a malaika, even though you want to. You're going to slip up. You're going to fall short. Just follow it up with good deeds. Strive, and turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could show Fir'aun so much mercy, and we're not close to, I hope there's no Fir'auns here. We're not close to that. imagine the mercy that He's going to show to us in this world and more importantly in the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us our shortcomings and may we see only the best on the day of Qiyamah. In the method, وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. And I must make dua for the booklet because we're starting now.